I'm Brian Kovar with Aid Electric. I've been owner of Aid Electric for 20 years. We're in the commercial and industrial electrical contracting business here in Minneapolis and St. Paul area. Our staff as a company ranges from 50 people to 75 on peak seasons. We have a great group of electricians that learn how to use the right products at the right time, being cost effective, understanding what the client needs, and having no callbacks. With the Ascend, where it's been really good for our company, is the adaptability in the device itself to work easy with our end users, our field staff, to do almost anything you need during any time of the day, on any day of the week, and just overall function is great. Our main focus with the Ascend products was in the lighting, obviously, and then we moved on to fuel pumps. We use them for motors, ventilation on-off at night during the weekends, control that way. And if the owner wants to just turn it off for an event because of noise, they can have the adaptability on their smartphone to turn the fan on or off. And it gives them a few features that they usually don't have. The larger screen, the LCD compared to the competitors, it's just easier to read. The whole function and interface with the device itself is really user-friendly. Our feedback from our clients has been really good with that.
The Ascend, it's nice because it's a wide variety. You can either program it on the switch itself or with the mobile app. So working with the customers, the Ascend makes it easy.
We actually use the Ascend in conjunction with relays and other control devices, whether it's motion sensing and so forth, but the Ascend can control as the main controller of the bunch. We can use it for three-phase, single-phase, all sorts of different loads, just using a different relay. But that's the main mind piece of the whole controlling system.
Some timers are pretty big, so you need the space to install them. Whereas with this, you can take out your old switch and put this one in, and it makes it pretty convenient.
One of the great features about the Ascend is we're able to download the app, pre-program before it hits the field, which saves us time, money, and making sure that the time sequence is correct right out of the box. We wire it up, program it, disconnect it, put it in the box, send it out in the field, and we're done. So the Ascend itself, we can pre-program it to one job and have a similar job the next week where we can use the same time frame, text it to another field staff, they can program it and use the same program on a different job, which saves us time every day. It just seems to be more adaptable for all of our crew because we have different ages. We have the senior guys that have been here for up to 30 years and new guys that are 25 years old. All of them seem to use it the same way and don't have any issues with it.
I deal with people who don't really know how to use mobile phones, and then the younger generation, so it's wide variety. Everybody seems to be able to use it pretty easily. One
of the great attributes of the Ascend is being able to have a standalone switch that can work at a church, a school, a business, any application without having a hub or a client's Wi-Fi to connect to. It stands all on its own, it works independently, and be able to program prior to the network services coming in has been a great attribute. It's one of the challenges we have. Even today we talked about it at church where we had they have a smart controller, but they don't want to buy the next level of control, which is $1,000. The Ascend has all that built into one lower cost, easy to use device. Our team has installed about 25 in the past 2 years. We haven't had any callbacks from the devices. Just because the Ascend has such good built-in off-the-shelf qualities that a lot of the work is done for us. The older time clocks were monotonous, they were tinkery, you had to do a lot more programming, they weren't easy to use. And having the app right in front of you gives you a lot more interface with the product right away. When you have the ability to show the client how to use it on their smartphone, a service call, it might be a 2-minute phone call to make the client happy and we're good to go. We're not here to run around and adjust a time clock now. That's not money well spent for the client or us. The ability for the Ascend to interact with the client, basically verbally through Alexa or any smart device, gives it another step up that the common switch doesn't have. Because it is a low-cost device, it does a lot, and it's very simple to use. They're pretty much a self-contained little powerhouse, and that's a good product to have in our trucks. I'd highly recommend it.